Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to askNK. Today we have two interesting news that you will definitely find rewarding to listen to. So the very first one is coming from Adobe, and it has to do with the community fund that they're giving out to creative residents. So previously Adobe does have a creative resident fund, or more like a program that they've set in place where they get in about 2 to 5 to 9 creatives, and they keep these persons as residents and they kind of work alongside with Adobe over a period of time. So this program actually started 5 years ago, and they have also integrated this in various countries. So countries like Germany, England, and also Japan have also been beneficiary of this. Now going forward, the idea right now is Adobe, considering the present situation of COVID-19, they're only going to be keeping 2 residents. Meanwhile, with these 2 residents in place, they're trying to make this totally open for everyone following the present situation on ground. Right now, everyone now has an opportunity to benefit from this. So typically, or previously, Adobe would just simply go out of their way, get maybe a couple of persons that they consider as creative persons, and then they will fund their creative project. And with this, they give them feedback, and also they get to learn how to work with the industry and also get their portfolios all ready to go and all that. And supporting a selected few is something that they're not planning on doing this year, owing to the fact that almost everyone is at home right now. So application is now open for anyone who wants to actually get into this. And the grant is going from $500 all the way to $5,000. There are certain rules and regulations that you need to observe if you're trying to get the fund. Now, one of them is you have to be a creator of visual work. So if you're into audio, sorry, this doesn't apply, and you need to be at least 18 years and above, proficient in English or Japanese if you're from Japan. Now with this there, it is also worth knowing that Adobe is very interested in a couple of things which has to do with video, photo, graphic design, illustration, 3D, motion graphics, and also product UI and UX design. So basically across the board, so much things that has to do with design are allowed by Adobe, as these are the possible things that they will proceed to fund. Now if you want to also take a look at the creative residents, you can also take a look at the link which I'm going to provide for you guys in the description, and from there you'll be able to read what this is all about and how you can also get going with this. There's also a couple of works which you can also try and take a look at that has been uploaded on Behance, and it's just interesting to see how these artworks have been created. I'm actually a fan of something like this that has to do with you mixing up a couple of photographs and creating a collage to tell a visual story at the end of the day. There are just a whole lot of things that you guys will get inspired from if you're into something like this. And of course, if you want to join the Adobe creative community and also get funded by Adobe, this is definitely going to be very, very awesome. And I know maybe there is also going to be questions about who is going to fund your Creative Cloud license and all that. Adobe is definitely going to be funding this for 1 whole year. So anything that has to do with you having membership or having your Creative Cloud, probably this is also something that will be funded by Adobe. They just simply need you to come, get your job done, get funded by them. And I think this is one way they're trying to put themselves in the good books of so many persons that are using Adobe as a software. Now, if you also want to read about these things and get a full understanding of this documentation, there's a PDF which I'm going to put a link in the description. See how you can get into the whole Adobe stuff, know about the application timeline, when you can get into this. There is an application form that is available right now, so link is also going to be in the description for anyone who wants to get this. Now if you're applying for this, you actually need to have a couple of these things which have been listed, which you can also find within the PDF that I will link in the description. So with this said, let's talk about something else that you guys would probably find interesting, and this is mostly for those using Autodesk product. So Autodesk has also gone ahead to extend the time that they're giving for persons to be able to use their tools for free. This is something they're doing alongside the whole COVID-19 situation, and previously they only extended this for a couple of months, but now it is really cool to see that they have also gone ahead to extend this all the way to the 31st of May 2020. And in case you're working with a web-based version of AutoCAD or even the mobile-based version, you can definitely continue working with this one right now, as you can simply use it for free for the next 1 month. And speaking about things you can also use for free, Fusion 360 is also available, And then there is Shotgun for managing your teams and collaborations if you're into animation and you're working with a set of pipelines and you want to keep track of all of these things. So very cool stuff coming from these two companies that, you know, a whole lot of people have demonized over the fact that they prefer money over value of people. And it's pretty cool to see that Adobe is doing something, you know, very beneficial for the community, and also at the same time, you know, helping to lighten the burden of the present situation that everyone is, you know, going through at this point. And of course, I would like to see some other companies do something like this. And hopefully, if you want to get into this fund, if you want to get funded by Adobe, you know, for doing something that you love, go over to the link in the description and check these ones out. And that's about it. I would like to know what you guys think about this in the comment section. And of course, if you like this video or you learned something from this, then of course you can go ahead and give it a like, and don't forget to share with a friend. And if you're new here, it's going to be amazing for you to hit the subscribe button and also turn on notifications so that you don't miss the next video or the next update. And until I see you guys again with a tutorial update, Free Friday, Tutorial Tuesday, tips and tricks, things like this. Peace.